Hello students, today I am ready with one of the major important concept of organizing behavior. As I completed 4 chapter of unit 1, today I just come up with a new topic, new chapter, that is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So student, this is the most widely accepted theory of motivation. This particular theory has been propounded by Professor Abraham Maslow. In the year 1943. Professor Maslow advocated that every individual inspires, motivates for the innate curiosity. Every individual possesses innate curiosity, internal curiosity of achieving something. But at the same time, every individual cannot achieve all such requirement, all those curiosity at a time. As I discussed the first year itself, that human wants are unlimited. You cannot satisfy all the wants. Once one want satisfied, it leads to next want. When second satisfied, third, fourth, it's a never-ending process. What I can say, that human in this unlimited want, limited resource, so you can say this leads to curiosity. When an individual, say psychology of every individual, Maslow just suggested the same thing what I discussed in managerial economics, that every individual possesses certain innate curiosity that he wants to achieve throughout his life. All such needs, want, desire cannot satisfy within a minimum span of time period. Rather, individual try to achieve in a phase wise according to his priority. As far as Maslow's need hierarchy is said, before entering into this particular theory, I will just try to give you a very simple example so that you can understand well what is the need and how it could be prioritized from situation to situation, prioritized according to the situation. Suppose you have been given a cycle which condition is not up to the mark. If you will be given one cycle which required to be repaired before operating or before running it. So what do you like to do first? Essential things has to be checked out. First it is whether the wheel of the cycle is working or not. So first it is a basic need of every cycle. Without pedal, without wheel, no cycle can be operated. So first you try to mend the problem what is there with the wheel and the pedal and chain. This is the priority, first priority you will give. Once this priority is over, right now the cycle is ready for move, then you're looking forward that where you sit, the seat condition is good or not. In order to make your ride more comfortable, you definitely look forward for the mending the cycle seat so that you could be freely pedaling the cycle forward. So once basic need over, you looking forward for comfortability. Once second need is fulfilled, then you looking forward whether the condition of bell is up to the mark or not, whether the handle is comfortable or not, type of bell that comes later. So this leads to luxury. So what I mean that this is called priority. You cannot, as you may not have sufficient money to mend everything. First, priority will be given so that you can operate the cycle in a smoother way. This is the way what you can say, step by step you upgrade your wants, you upgrade your need, so that it may encourage you to do something. So Professor Maslow also tries to explain the theory of need hierarchy theory with help of a simple pyramid. Every individual possesses some sort of, every individual possesses some sort of need and want, and and no one in this globe can afford every need and want in the same time. So Professor Maslow tried to set human wants into 5 stages, which he tried to interpret in the form of pyramid. In the pyramid, what Professor Maslow tried to convey, he labeled the need into 5, and they are: first, it is physiological needs, and second, it is, once physiological needs satisfied, then he is looking forward for safety need. Next, it is belongingness need. Next is esteem need, and last one is your self-actualization. I will explain this particular pyramid with help of certain prioritize, according to the prioritize, how Professor Maslow trying to explain that how different needs could be prioritized level by level. So for that reason, I will make one level form, so that you could understand well with this particular sense. So what Professor Maslow speaks that physiological need comes first. Once physiological needs satisfied, every individual try to upgrade his needs from a level to second level to third level, fourth level, tries to reach at the top level, peak level. So this needs encourage, motivate, inspire people that once your physiological need, then he may inspire to reach or achieve the safety, then belongingness need. So I will explain this needs and needs one after another, so that you can understand it well. So let's start with physiological need. What is physiological need is all about? This is the basic need. Every individual seeking a basic need, essential, important need of all. So basic need, just like what is the basic requirement of ours? Taking breath is a basic need. Sleeping is a basic need. Food is a basic need. Water is a basic need. Cloth is a basic need. Shelter is the basic need. Every individual tries to get basic need first. It is an essential portion for every life. So Professor Abraham Maslow suggested that every individual should start with achieving the basic needs, and the needs are what I have told: air, water, food, sleep, shelter, cloth, etc. So every individual tries to achieve this basic need first so that he can live a normal life. So physical and mentally it support an individual to step ahead. So what you can say? Physiological needs are all the basic needs which makes an individual, which makes people more physical, mentally fit. So what I told, so Abraham Maslow suggested that every individual should have feel the basic need, and these needs are the physiological need. Once these needs fulfilled, then he goes for safety need. SN stands for safety need. So once a person, what I told in case of the cycle, once the the wheel started operating, we can think of the next, how I can make this more comfortable. So in order to make one's life safety, the individual must have started of thinking of its own safety, its physical and mental safety. So once basic need fulfilled, the individual definitely think of that how I can make my life more safer. He definitely takes certain step in order to make his family and himself safe from every aspect. For that reason, the person definitely look upon different thing, that is police, army, insurance, medical and medicines, medicals and medicines, what I can say, education, etc. are some of the requirement which definitely make one's life safe and comfortable. So once physiological needs is fulfilled, that is the basic need is fulfilled, the person immediately looking forward how I can make my life and my family life more safe and comfortable. So what I can say, so whenever I can say that basic need and safety need is fulfilled, individual must looking forward for the next, that is belongingness need. I can say BN stand for belongingness need, SN stand for safety need, PN stands for physiological needs. So what is belongingness need? The famous philosopher Aristotle suggested that a human being is a social animal. If you apart the people, society from individual life, then his life become a normative. बंजारा हो जाएगा अगर सोसाइटी से अलग हो जाए तो बंजारा, nothing permanent destination is available to in case of that particular person. So what I can say, that belonging need is nothing but which give the social identity to every individual. Social identity in the sense, the person who belong to a particular family. So how this social belongingness come? This come in the form of love, affection, emotion, social belongingness, social relationship. So what I can say, once one feel safe physically, safety need which make an individual's physical safe, then he can think mental safe, mental support. How it comes? Mental support comes from the social relations that one develops. So once one's safety need has been fulfilled, he definitely looking forward for the belongingness need. And the belongingness need, what I can say, which comes from love, affection, love and affection, social interaction, emotion, etc. So it is also a need. It is also an important need that every individual looking forward for a psychological, for certain psychological support or mental support for any individual. You cannot say that belongingness is not highly required. It is highly required. For that reason, we live in a family. We set relationship. We interact with people. We develop emotion with us. We care for people. We expect care. People should care me. I should try to think of others. So this is something what I can say, that emotion affection is highly solicited in case of every individual, that how belongingness need could be developed within the individual. So once safety need is covered, then what I can say, belongingness is highly essential in order to become socially very strong. So once the belonging need has been fulfilled, a person's belonging need has been fulfilled, he think of the next, that is esteem need. So what I say, EN stands for esteem need. What is esteem need? Everyone in this society like he should be respected, he should be weighted, he should be prioritized in every aspect. Everyone should respect him. He must be worshipped by people. Definitely, every individual seeks. So, esteem need is nothing but it is a need which offer an individual self-recognition, status, dignity, position, so that he could be identified easily and could be distinguished section of the society. Every individual seeks. So once the belongingness created, next that individual looking forward for status, dignity, respect, weightage in the society. For that reason, everyone quite worry about their career, about their promotion, about the position in the organization where they work. They're looking forward to get better amenities. People should respect. People should. He must be a dignified fellow in the society. He must be. This is something which is very, very essential. Become an important part of our life. So the esteem need is also. So we people are working. We people are deliberately working. People are very seriously working to achieve our goal for the reason for upgrading our job designation, for getting a promotion and everything right from there. So what I can say, once the belongingness need, love, affection, emotion, social interaction, social relationship has been developed, the person must definitely looking forward for better status, dignity, respect, weightage of himself or herself. For that reason, he could be well recognized, definitely looking for a better position in the society. So once all such all four needs are being fulfilled by that individual, next which come the big part of the pyramid, that is self-actualization. What I can say, self-actualization, SA. So it is very interesting one. Who can be actualized? In this society, in this present society, all people are not get or reach this particular position, self-actualization. It is highly difficult for everyone to reach that particular position. It is really difficult. Self-actualization is that part which an individual try to reach wherever he work, whatever he does or she does, he try to reach at the top. He should try to that position that whole society, the whole fraternity will respect to that particular person where he reaches. He get all such experiences up to that manner. Everybody should be worshipped. He must be worshipped. He should be worshipped. Everybody should give optimum respect and follow every people. How the self-actualization is that point when one achieve all such needs, physiological, safety, belongingness, and esteem need. He tries to focus for his own growth, for his own development, so that he could reach up to the top of the position. The self-actualization it's really a difficult path for every individual. Although it is difficult, still every individual try to reach to the top portion so that he could be a role model for every society, for every people in this surrounded. So what I can say, self-actualization is the utmost portion that every individual, what Maslow spoke, that self-actualization is the peak point that every individual tries to achieve. So once you get the status, dignity, respect, that you should not stop there. You should try to reach at the top part of the profession, of the livelihood, whatever you are performing or doing, you should reach. So every individual try to become self-actualized. But in fact, very few people in the society reaches there. Very few people, those who are being self-actualized and getting everything in their life, and they have been admired, they have been respected by the fraternity as a whole for years to come. This is what Professor Abraham Maslow spoke it as a model of need hierarchy model, and it has been practiced in different organizations. Let me give you certain practical implications that in what way it encourages. So it is a part of motivation. Why people work, why people join an organization? They must have certain need. Without need, no one will work. And need, numerous needs, and the needs are right from the physiological, the basic needs, to become self-actualized. So every individual in the organization, so having certain needs, they are being motivated, they are being inspired. Once one need has been satisfied, as we know, human being is a greedy animal. Once human wants are unlimited, once one need satisfy, he looking forward for the next. So one physiological need. So this goes on throughout the career of an individual. So every individual behaves in the organization as per the need that he like to achieve. For example, a person who just joined an organization, he belongs to a very lower class economic background, so he doesn't have money to leave his family. So for that reason, he will join. He is desperate to get a job, and finally he joined a company, and he started working. So he definitely looking forward for a physiological need. So he definitely give his 100% in order to secure his job. At the same time, if we in case of another person who is financially very strong, who belongs to a richer section, aristocrat family background, having very good reputation from his parents' side, so that means physiologically he is sound, probably he is safe, and he have very good relations, belongingness, but do not have status, his own status or dignity or respect. Probably he is known from the side of his parents or family, but he may like to create his own dignity, own status, and he should expect respect from his colleague, from within the organization or in the society. So he is looking forward for self-esteem need. So it is highly important for every organization to looking forward, in order to manage and control the behavior of their employee, they must looking forward that in what needs they are in. They must see whether an individual working in order to meet the physiological need, or the individual is working for meeting his safety need, or the belongingness need, or esteem need, or he want to become a self-actualized. Accordingly, we can understand, administer, observe, and manage, and control the behavior of individual accordingly in order to achieve the organizational goal. So this is the way how we can say implementation of this particular theory. This is just an example how I can say that important of this particular theory from the organizational context. So this may be a long question. Short notes may also come, or it may come. What is self-actualization? What is self-esteem need? What is belongingness need? Short notes may come. Be prepared for every type of question from this particular side. It's the most important part of this unit. I will give you the note, physical note, hard copy. I mean the hard copy of this particular question, and hope this portion has been clear. One thing I just like to add, that wherever and whenever you feel that this portion is not clear, you directly call me, or you can set a and we will set a time, and I will make you a Google Meet call or WhatsApp call, and we will have interaction, so that I could easily find out your problem and go for the clearance of your doubt. Thank you very much. That's all for today's class. Be safe, stay safe. Thank you.